Hi, everyone. Welcome to HIM 143. In this course, we are going to go over ICD-10-CM, which are the diagnosis codes of the medical record. We are going to be using this manual, and then our textbook is an e-text within the course. So we'll kind of talk about that in a few minutes, but I wanted to quickly go over some of the expectations for the course. So again, this is HIM 143, where we're learning about diagnosis coding. But before we get into that, I want to kind of talk about um, some things that are helpful to know about the course and myself. So, my name is Professor Berge, and the way to get a hold of me is via email. So, yes, you can message me through Blackboard, but you will get a hold of me much quicker, and this is my preferred method. So, kberge@sullivan.edu is the best way to get a hold of me. So, if you have questions, that is what you'll want to do. Now, the way that this course works is we do not have late work for any reasons. And I know that a lot of people do not like that. But the reason this is because A, we're preparing you for your career. B, we open up the upcoming week on Friday at 5 p.m. So week 2 is going to open this Friday, and then you have 10 days to complete your work. So you should really start working early. And that way, if you have questions or you're not sure of something, you can ask questions um, ahead of time. Do not wait till Sunday, the week that it's due, because A, I don't look at um, my course or email on Sundays normally, and you cannot complete all of the assignments in one day in this course. It will take you time to read and practice. The students that practice are the ones that are the most successful in this course. So please make sure that you are reading the textbook and then practicing with your manual. And then one more thing that I wanted to discuss. All assignments are due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except the midterm, which is due week 5, Thursday of week 5, and the final. And that is week 11 and also due Thursday. Now, this first week, we do have a discussion board. But after this week, we do not have discussion boards and we have reflection papers. These reflection papers are based on the recorded lecture. I'm going to put that video lecture and ask the same 5 questions or 4 questions each week. However, there are going to be times where in my lecture, I will say, this is something I want you to add to your reflection paper, um, because I want to make sure that you're actually paying attention and doing what I'm asking. Um, so those lectures are comprised of 2 different things. One is examples. So I'll go over examples that I choose from the homework, usually 1 to 2 examples for the week assignment. And then the second thing I go over are the questions from the previous week's reflection. So students usually say, well, I want you to do a lecture or I want more examples. So that's where you as the student come into play. So if you are looking for more examples, you'll add that to your reflection paper. You'll put in, um, I don't know, diagnostic statement of acne. There is a form that will go over where I want you to provide me with the main term that you looked up, the page number. Again, don't have to worry about this right now. So we're just going to say, etc. And then I'll go over that example to see if you got the correct code. But that again is student responsibility to provide me with the examples if I am going over, if you want more examples that I'm providing. In addition, if there is um, a term or topic that is confusing to you, uh, put this in reflection, and then I will develop a short little lecture. But again, the student is what drives these lectures. So if you say that you don't have any questions, um, I'll go over the examples and the questions from the previous week, and then that's it. So it really is student driven lecture if there are additional items that are to be gone over. Now, I will also go over commonly missed ones. Um, all of this is really coding based on medical record documentation. So if there's an example that is missed, like everyone misses it, then I will go over that in the reflection lecture as well. It is important that you know that formatting is going to be very, very uh, hot topic in the course. I do review the answers after the week is completed. So if you think you got it right, then, stick with it. But if you're not sure if you got the answer right, go ahead and check the format. Make sure you're following the directions and what format I tell you to put things in, because Blackboard is a little finicky sometimes with the formatting if there's multiple codes necessary. Okay, so I think that is all of the nitty gritty for the normal information for the course. So why don't we go into our course now and take a look at the first thing, course information and resources. This is where you're going to find information about myself, the syllabus, the schedule, and I want you to pay close attention here to access your textbook, because this is where you will find your textbook information, specifically the readings. So you're using this book to learn how to code, and then the manual, this book, is where all of the numbers and definitions are. So that textbook that's in the course is how you learn about the coding system and the process. And then the manual you use is how you find the codes. Okay, so let's go back. All right, so week one, we have just a little introduction about ICD-10-CM. Again, this is for diagnostic coding, talks about the objectives that we're going to learn about, and those are all in our reading. So we're going to take some time, read this lecture, then we're going to see what the assignments are for this week. And it does seem like there are a lot of assignments, but they will go quickly. So the first thing is you're going to read chapter 1 of the textbook. So you're going to read this chapter, Overview of Coding. So you're going to read this entire chapter. It's going to have a lot of information in it, and it goes over the coding and billing world. Then you are going to complete your discussion board. Again, this is the only week you'll have a discussion board, and it is an introductory only. Then you will have assignments. So, your first assignment, you're going to use this document and this image, and you're going to complete questions based on the image. It's quite simple. Here is the image, and here is the document that you're going to complete. So you're going to type the date of the procedure, the preoperative diagnosis, and you're just abstracting all of that information from this picture. Again, this will help you after you have read chapter 1 for the week. Then you are going to write in a Word document a physician query. Physician queries are discussed in chapter 1, and you need to have a query that would be similar to what you would actually submit to a physician in the real world. You can copy and paste what's in the book under physician query in chapter 1, but I would like you to take a look at others as well. But I know that it is a lot this week, so as long as you understand what's on that query and what you need to do for a query, I'm okay with that. Again, that needs to be in a Word document because you're going to upload it into a Dropbox. Then you have a textbook review. That textbook review is multiple choice and fill in the blank through Blackboard. This is one that I'm going to review after the week is over. So if there is an answer in there that you believe is correct, don't worry about it. I will review it after the week is done, after Sunday of this coming week, and I will provide credit where is necessary. Then the last item that is a document is the reflection paper based on this lecture that I'm doing right now. You're going to answer these 4 questions. All 4 questions need to be answered to get 100%. It must be in a Word document to get 100%, and it must be a page long to get 100%. Then the last thing is a quiz. This is always a timed quiz. It is going to be related to the items that were in the reading, and this is to help prepare you for timing purposes on the certification exam. You only have a certain amount of time to complete the certification exam, so we're going to get you started on feeling comfortable with fast-paced questions. All right, so then obviously, next we have the actual discussion board and the Dropbox items here. And once you've completed all those, you are done for the week. So, again, just to recap, if you have any questions, the best way to get a hold of me is via email. In fact, if you message me through Blackboard, I will respond, but I will ask you to email me directly. Late work is not accepted for any reason in the course. That is because the week's open Friday at 5 p.m. You are going to need to practice and read. In fact, there are times where students, reach out to me and ask me for tutoring. I will actually have them provide me with the practice that they've done previously so we can be on the same page. Um, and I can, basically see the process of the student. And then the last thing is that those assignments, all assignments are due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. of the week they're assigned, except the midterm and the final. All right, I hope that this has been helpful information, and I look forward to teaching you all about ICD-10 CM.